Hey, welcome back. This is Apostolic Praise 102, Lesson 3. We're going to be covering a lot of material in this lesson. Be very similar to Lesson 2, except that we'll be doing everything pretty much in the key of F in this key, which is one of the primary keys that most church songs are played in. So, okay, let's get started. The first part we're going to learn about augmented chords in the key of F, as well as suspended 4 chords. So, exercise song 1. First of all, we have one new chord here, which is an F augmented, or F plus 5. Basically, you're just going to take F, and you're just going to sharp your fifth, which is C, and change it to C sharp. So let's go ahead and play exercise song 1. Okay, and let's go ahead and go to exercise song 2, which will be for suspended 4 chords. We have a couple of new chords here. One new chord is going to be B flat suspended 4. We already know F suspended 4 and C suspended 4. B flat suspended 4. Basically play a B flat, D, F. You're going to change your third, kick it out, suspend it, and we're going to add the fourth, which is E flat. So B flat, E flat, and F is a B flat suspended 4. And then exercise song 3 is pretty much the same thing as song 2. You're just kind of reversing the order of the suspended fourth. So we're not going to go ahead and play that. Also remember to practice your inversions in the chord guide next to that of each one of these chords. That'll be very helpful for you. You're going to need to know and be familiar with all of those inversions in order to be a proficient piano player. Okay, great. So where can we use these chords? Kind of the same rule as for the key of C. Example on the next page of lesson 3, page 2. The following song is F, F, B flat, F, D minor, G minor, C, C, and F. Augmented fifth chords can basically be used anytime you're doing a fourth movement. In other words, from 1 to 4 or 5 to 1. In the key of F, that translates 1 is F, B flat is 4. So you can use it going from F to B flat. You can also use it going from 5 to 1 or C to F. Okay. So basically, if you look at the following song, we've changed it. The second F turns into a plus 5, B flat, F, D minor, G minor, C. The C turns into a C augmented right before we go to the F. Okay, so pretty simple. Same thing as the key of C. Same thing for the augmented or the suspended 4 chords. We use those. Basically, you can use them at the end of the song. For instance, if you're ending it and you want to kind of give it an extended fill at the very end of the song, the only thing is to be sure that you actually resolve it. If you don't resolve it, it's going to sound a little funny. But that's one of the main places we can use it. You can also use it on the 5 chord at the end of a song if your 5 chord is followed by one more 5 chord, just plain. There's a lot of different places we can use it. It's kind of like one of those filler chords. So same exercise song, F, F, B flat, F, D minor, G minor, C, C, F. We can basically substitute this on the second to the last C. So you play your song F, F, B flat, F, D minor, G minor, C suspended 4, resolve, and then to end it, F suspended 4, resolve. Kind of gives that hanging on feeling. I really like this chord. It's one of those chords you'll find you're going to use in a lot of different places. So, okay, fantastic. Well, let's go ahead and get on to the songs that we're going to be learning in this lesson, Amazing Grace and Breathe. And we'll see you back here in just a minute. Okay, so welcome back. Now we're going to go ahead and learn Amazing Grace and Breathe in the key of F using the augmented fifths and suspended 4 chords that we've learned, as well as the sevenths that we've learned up to this point. Okay, so Amazing Grace in the key of F. Pretty easy to play. Of course, you can throw your fills and your runs in. Okay, so a lot of different things you can do in there. Let's also run over Breathe in the key of F. All right. Okay, so a lot of different things you can do in that song too. Kind of threw in some extra fills and runs there that hopefully may help you out, that you could go back through and see kind of what I'm doing. Let's do it through one more time. We're going to kind of throw some extra stuff in there too. So. Okay, great. So welcome back. If you noticed, we threw in quite a few extra fills and runs in that last song. Mostly they're just stuff that we've already learned, though. It's just suspended two chords, minor sevenths, just placed in different places, different inversions. Try to pick up on those as much as you can and try to add them to your playing repertoire. You also notice in the left hand we did what's called a rolling bass. Basically a 1 5 1 1 5 1. And that basically just kind of adds some depth and dimension to your left hand playing. But for the most part, the right hand, which is what you want to pay attention to here, is mostly just doing suspended two chords, minor seventh chords, and that kind of stuff. So they're pretty much stuff that you've already learned, but maybe you just haven't played it in the way that I played it. And if not, go through and try to, put some of that stuff added to your playing repertoire once again. Okay, great. And we'll go over some more of this stuff later in fills and runs. I'll try to go more in depth as we have more time. Lessons 2 and 3 are pretty packed full of information, so I want to go ahead and get to the rest of lesson 3. All right, so the F major pentatonic scale fill, we learned this in the key of C. Same thing in the key of F, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and back to your 1. So we've already actually learned it for F, if I'm not mistaken, but it's F, G, A, C, D, F. F, G, A, C, D, F. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay. And the key of B flat, this is a new one, but it's B flat, C, D, F, G, B flat. Okay? So once again, B flat, C, D, F, G, B flat. Okay, B flat's your 1, C's your 2, D's your 3, F is your 5, and G is your 6 in the key of B flat. We've already learned it for the key of C as well. So your fingering for the B flat, I would use probably B flat, C, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 for your fingering, and just F and C is the same fingering. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay? Fantastic. And of course, we know where to use these. Anytime you have an F major chord in your right hand, you can use an F major pentatonic scale. The notes that are in there is fills and runs. B flat major chord, use the B flat major pentatonic. C major chord, use the C major pentatonic. Now, if you're in the key of F, you can pretty much use F pentatonic scale over any chord. So that's another thing to remember as well. And of course, go through and listen to the tracks that are provided for you. Be sure to practice those and do the slow one, up, going, ascending, and then descending, going up and then going down, and then also do the one that's a little faster, and try to get those down as well as you can. Takes a little bit of practice, but you can do it if you really apply yourself and put some time into it, and it's a very important concept to get. So, okay, fantastic. Well, let's go ahead and go into the next part of our ear training, and we'll be back in just a minute to finish that up. Okay, so welcome back. Now we're going to go over some more ear training, some more understanding of chord progressions and how they work. And this may very well be the most important thing that you'll learn in lesson 3, so please don't skip over this. But basically what this is we're going to learn 2 more ways to recognize the 1 to 4 progression. Okay, now remember we learned in lesson 2 the 1 to 4 and the 1 to 5 progression can be a little difficult at first to tell apart, but they are indeed, it is indeed possible to do. But this is going to give you a couple of extra keys, because a lot of times songs don't just go straight 1 to 4 and 1 to 5. Most of the time they have some kind of in-between chord and in-between fill that kind of give you a hint that that it's going either to 1 to 4 and 1 to 5. In this progression, or in this lesson, you're going to see clearly 2 progressions, 2 walk-ups that make it very easy to recognize that 1 to 4 movement. The first one is going to be what we call the 1/3 chord. Okay, the 1/3 chord. So basically the way this is going to work is we're going to be going from the 1 to the 4 chord, but we're going to do it first by going to the 1/3 before we go to the 4. So for instance, it's going to go, if we're in the key of C, each one of these will be 2 beats. C, C over E, F, and then back to C. Okay, do you catch that? So C, C over E, F, back to C. See how it's very clearly, you hear that up sound, once again, the 1 to 3, and you recognize that it's going to be going to the 4 chord. Kind of a giveaway. Let's do it in the key of F. So F, F over A, key of G, G, G over B, C, ended on G. One more time. G, G over B, C, and ended on G. Okay, one song you can think about this as like Amazing Grace. Let's see if I can get the key of C here. One more time. Okay, so let's look at the next progression now. That's the 1 to 1 over 3. This next progression is the 1 to 1 over 3, 4. So another movement to the 4 chord, but 1, 2, 1 over 3, and then to the 4 chord. Okay, so the key of C, it'll sound something like this. Okay, one more time. So, and there's a couple of different progressions, inversions you can use for this. But main thing is to listen to that bass, that left hand. It's a dead giveaway. You're going to go to the 4 chord when you hear that. You're doing the little walk up there. Okay, if we're in the key of F, it'll be like this. Okay, one more time. Okay, the key of G. We're going to go G, A minor, G over B, C, back to G. Okay, one more time. Okay, one song you can think of like this is the song Breathe on Me, Holy Ghost Fire, Breathe on Me, Yesterday's Gone, Today I'm in Need. But on that line, Yesterday's Gone, it uses that progression. So Yesterday's Gone, Yesterday's Gone, uses that same progression going from 1 to 4, and you can kind of think of that line in that song if you're familiar with that song. To recognize that 1 to 4 movement. So, okay, great. So that's everything for lesson 3. If you have any questions, feel free to email me to call me about them. And once again, good luck to you. I know there's a lot of stuff in these lessons, but after the second lesson, they kind of just slide forward because the third lesson is pretty much the same thing, but in the key of F in a different key, so you can kind of see how they parallel. Okay, great. So let us know if you have any questions, and God bless, and good luck to you in your playing. Go practice.